Hello students, hope you all are doing great. I am Achal Chaudhary, working as an assistant professor, BBA department in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. So students, I am back with my online lecture series of income tax. So students, it's your lecture number 5 from unit 2. In previous lectures, we have covered the income from salaries with its theoretical and numerical perspective, and also in previous lecture we have covered the income from house property. So till now we have covered the theoretical portion from income from house property, and today we are going to start with the numerical portion from the HP. So let's get started. So here is your numerical number 1. Jayashree owns 5 houses in Chennai, all of which are let out. Compute the gross annual value of each houses from the information given below. Municipal value of house 1 80,000, 2 55,000, 3 65,000, 4 24,000, and fifth one is 80,000. And the fair rent is 90,000, 60,000, 65,000, 25,000, and 75,000. Whereas standard rent is given for house 1, it is not applicable. No house standard rent is given for house 1 as well as for house 4. And the standard rent SR for house 2 is 75,000, house number 3 58,000, and for house number 5 it is 78,000. Actual rent received or receivable is 72,000, 72,000, 60,000, 30,000, and 72,000. So students, you have to solve this question for all the 5 houses. You have to compute the gross annual value. So it's not that much difficult question for you. So try to solve this question by your own, and I request you all to pause your video here and first of all try to solve this question. So here is a solution of the question. As you know, students, gross annual value is the higher of expected rent and actual rent received. And your expected rent is the higher of municipal and fair rent, but it is up to the standard rent if it is not exceeding the standard rent. So let's first of all calculate the municipal value. First of all हमें क्या करना है क्वेश्चन में 5 houses के we have to write down the municipal value. That was 80,000, 55, 65, 24, and 80,000. And then we have to compare it with the fair rent. That is 90,000, 60,000, 65, 25, and 75,000. So we have to calculate the कि higher value क्या है municipal value और fair rent से higher कौन सा value है. So for house 1 higher value क्या है fair rent कितना है 90,000 80,000 से ज़्यादा है. So higher क्या होगा 90. Then in second case again 60,000 higher value है. थर्ड हाउस में क्या वैल्यू है दोनों वैल्यू सेम है म्यूनिसिपल वैल्यू भी और फेयर वैल्यू भी. देन इन दैट केस आप कोई भी वैल्यू ले सकते हो. इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी कि हाँ आपको वही लेना होगा. सो 65,000 अमाउंट. देन इन हाउस नंबर 4 25,000 is your highest amount from MB and fair rent. Then in fifth value, municipal value 80,000 hai and fair rent is your 75,000. So highest is your municipal value. So we will take the municipal value. Then we have to write down the standard rent to compare कि अगर वो इसको exceed तो नहीं कर रहा है वैल्यू जो आपकी हायर वैल्यू जो आपकी फर्स्ट और सेकंड को कैलकुलेट करके कंपेयर करके आई है वो स्टैंडर्ड रेंट को exceed तो नहीं कर रही है. So we have to find it out first. So first of all आपको क्या करना है you have to write down the standard rent. Then you have to compare like आपका जो हायर वैल्यू आया था that was 90,000 and in this case there is no standard rent so as it is आ जाएगा. And same goes with house number 4 same as it is 25,000 come will come. Then in second house number second in that case what happens that your standard rent is 75,000 whereas your higher amount जो आपका आया था calculation के बाद that was 60,000. That means it is not exceeding your standard rent. So you will write it down as it is 60,000. Then in house number 3, your standard rent is 58,000, but your highest value was 65,000. Comparison के बाद you got the value that is 65,000. That means it is exceeding the standard rent. So here you will write down the standard rent, not the highest amount, because standard rent is a kind of a line, एक bottom line है that इससे ज़्यादा you can't exceed. सो स्टैंडर्ड रेंट आपका अगर स्टैंडर्ड रेंट कम होता है कंपैरेटिवली टू योर म्यूनिसिपल एंड फेयर वैल्यू रेंट, सो इन दैट केस आप स्टैंडर्ड रेंट को ही अपना रेंट मानेंगे, एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट मानेंगे. Then in fifth, house number fifth, it is mentioned that again standard rent is 78,000, whereas highest value was 80,000. So again you will write down the standard rent as your expected rent. Then you have to calculate you have to write down the actual rent receivable, जो आपको actually में rent receive हुआ है या फिर receive होने वाला है. That is 72,000 for house number 1, 72,000 for house number 2, 60,000 for house 3, and 30,000 for house 4, 72,000 again for house 5. So again you have to compare your expected rent with your actual rent. Then you have to find out the highest value. इन दोनों से highest value क्या होगी? So in house number 1, expected rent was 90,000 and actual rent was 72,000. So which will be the highest value? That is your expected rent. That is rupees 90,000. So you will write down 90,000 as your gross annual value. So you will consider it as your GAV. In house number 2, your actual rent is more than your expected rent. So highest value will be your GAV. In house number 3, 58,000 was expected rent, and again actual rent was more than the expected rent, that is 60,000. So you will consider your GAV as your 60,000. In fourth case, in house number 4, again same thing happens. So you will consider actual rent of 30,000 as your GAV, and in last case you will consider your expected rent as your GAV, because expected rent is more than the actual rent. So students, this is how you have to solve the question. You have to find out the gross annual value like this. Numerical number 2. Anirudh has a property whose municipal valuation is rupees 1,30,000 per annum. The fair rent is rupees 1,10,000 per annum, and the standard rent fixed by the Rent Control Act is rupees 1,20,000 per annum. The property was let out for a rent of rupees 11,000 per month throughout the previous year. Unrealized rent was rupees 11,000 and all conditions prescribed by Rule 4 are satisfied. He paid municipal taxes of at the rate of 10% of municipal valuation. Interest on borrowed capital was rupees 40,000 for the year. So what you have to do is you have to compute the income from house property of Anirudh for assessment year 2020 and 21. So in this case, you have to first of all find out the gross annual value, then you have to find out the income from house property. So students, here is the solution of your numerical number 2. You have to compute the income from house property of Mr. Anirudh. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to find out the gross annual value. As I told you, first of all, first thing which you have to do always is gross annual value find out करना है first step. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to compute your expected rent. And expected rent क्या होता है? Your higher of municipal value or fair rent, but if it is not exceeding your standard rent. As we have discussed in previous question, if your municipal value and fair rent is not exceeding your standard rent, then the highest will be your expected rent. But if it is exceeding standard rent, then the amount of standard rent will be computed as your expected rent. So in this case, municipal value was 1,30,000, whereas fair rent was 1,10,000. But first of all what we have to do is we have to find out the highest value. So highest क्या है, your municipal value, that is 1,30,000, क्योंकि वो 1,10,000 से ज़्यादा है, right? देन स्टैंडर्ड रेंट को हमें कंपेयर करना है. स्टैंडर्ड रेंट कितना है, 1,20,000. सो दैट मीन्स कि हाईएस्ट अमाउंट आपको आपका एक्सीड कर रहा है स्टैंडर्ड रेंट को, राइट? सो इन दैट केस योर स्टैंडर्ड रेंट विल बी योर एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट, दैट इज योर रुपीज 1,20,000, एज यू कैन सी इन द न्यूमेरिकल पोर्शन, as you can see in the solution part. So second thing what we have to do is now we have to compute the actual rent. So actual rent receivable was 1,32,000, but rent for 1 month, rent of 11,000 has not been paid till now. So that will be deducted from your actual rent as a unrealized rent, as we have discussed in previous lecture. So unrealized rent को हम deduct करते हैं, less करते हैं from your actual rent received. So the amount will be 1,21,000. Now you have to compare your expected rent and actual rent. So you have to find out the highest value. You have to consider the highest value as your gross annual value. So highest क्या है आपका? That is your actual rent receivable, because it is 1,21,000. So here your gross annual value will be 1,21,000. Then from GAV, first of all, you have to deduct the municipal taxes. So students, one more thing here. Whenever you are calculating the municipal taxes, it is mentioned in question that it is 10% of municipal value. If it is not given in the question, then also you will consider it as your 10% of municipal value only. आप जो भी म्यूनसिपल टैक्स पे कर रहे हो वो म्यूनसिपल वैल्यू पर ही आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे. यू विल नॉट कैलकुलेट इट ऑन एनी अदर बेसिस. ओके, अगर until unless if it is mentioned in the question, then 10% of 1,30,000 is 13,000. So your municipal value will be, municipal taxes will be 13,000, that will be deducted from gross annual value. So here your net annual value is 1,08,000. So we will go for the deductions which are given under the section 24. First deduction is your standard deduction of 30% of NAV. So please remember this. In last lecture also I have told you that you have to remember this particular portion, that 30% of NAV, not GAV, not any other value. You have to compute the 30% of NAV as your standard deduction. Most of the students make the mistake at the time of calculation of your standard deduction. So please ensure you are calculating it on the basis of your net annual value. So 30% of NAV will be 32,400. Then you have to compute the, you have to deduct the value of interest on borrowed capital, that is rupees 40,000. So after deducting both of these amount, you will get your 35,600 as your income from house property. So this amount is liable for paying the tax. So students, that's it for today's lecture. In next lecture, we will be starting from your income from business or profession. So I think income from house property is one of the easiest topic, isn't it? So well, we have solved all the theoretical portion and we have covered all the numerical portion of the income from HB. So here is a question based on today's lecture. Ganesh has a property whose municipal valuation is rupees 2,50,000 per annum. The fair rent is rupees 2 lakh per annum and the standard rent fixed by the Rent Control Act is rupees 2,10,000 per annum. The property was let out for a rent of 20,000 per month. However, the tenant vacated the property on 31st January 2020. So your unrealized rent was 20,000 and all conditions prescribed by rule number 4 are satisfied. He paid municipal taxes at the rate of 8% of municipal valuation. Please mark this word that it is calculated on the basis of municipal valuation, 8% of municipal valuation, that was 2,50,000. Okay. Interest on borrowed capital was rupees 65,000 for the year. Compute the income from house property for Ganesh for assessment year 2020 and 21. So it's a kind of a same question which we have solved previously. So I hope it's not that much difficult for you to solve this question. And still, if you face any kind of difficulty, then you can ask all your doubts with me. Thank you so much for your time. Stay tuned for more videos.